justice for Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad. Soldiers are often deployed. Of course, we have other military parastatals that are deployed during war. Some are combatants on the sea, some on the ground, some on the air. The purpose of it is to achieve victory. The same goes to freedom fighting or seeking for justice, particularly if you are up against forces, formidable forces. Those forces could come in the form of corruption, meaning these people have money to spend and they have a lot to put out there to make sure that justice is not gotten. Now, in the case of Mohbad, at first, people thought that Cynthia is so connected. They felt that Cynthia is like, oh, this Cynthia, there are people behind her. Cynthia, she's this and that. Cynthia, she is that and that. Not until later people realize that there is nothing. It is just pure wickedness. Apart from certain people who got into it, and they got into it because they felt that they could also gain something from it. Like, okay, it seems there is money to make from this justice for Mohbad as per the catalog or whatever music album or whatever music revenue of Mohbad. Like, can we gain something from it? And there are also certain secrets that they felt if push comes to shove, maybe some of the secrets will be put out there publicly. And if that happens, you know, it will be counterproductive. I mean, certain names will be mentioned and it won't go down well. So, certain of these people might decide to inject themselves in and make sure that nobody spills the beans. And what am I talking? I'm talking about hard substance, which is basically, you know, the thing of the moment. Now, we have Yomi Fabiyi, who decided to avail himself. He put himself out there like, for this justice, no problem. We will get justice. But somehow, certain people looked at him, they said, Oga, you're a criminal. Some said, Oga, you are not for justice. What you are for is for your stomach. Now, he struggled real hard to make them understand where he stands. Like, this is where I stand. Attacks here and there, according to him. He got this attack there, he got this attack there. And he said he had to take his child, his son, out of the country because they were trying to harm his son. But some people said, Oga, you are just giving us the theatrics, like you're just acting movie. There's nobody after your life. Who are you for them to be after your life? What have you done? Why are you making it look as if you have really made an impact like that? But you know, life, people will be like this until one day you are no longer alive. The same people will come and say, we did not know, and he said it and he talked about it. Now, what did Yomi Fabiyi discover? You're about to be shocked. What Yomi Fabiyi discovered, what he found out that made him come out to kind of put it out there like, hey, hell has finally broken loose. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go with me on this journey because Yomi Fabiyi dropped some bombshell. In fact, he played out some audio recording that will make you realize that we are not up against, we are not just up against, we are up against forces. These forces come in different form and shape. In fact, many of them have inserted themselves into justice for Mohbad that you will never know who is who. What he discovered will shock you. Please like and share. Let's get right into it.
Ṣọ̀gbọ́ àpabàtà àpàjẹwọjẹun àwọ̀ àrífì pọ̀ gbogbo rí rọ́dọ̀rọ̀dọ̀ dátà ṣí fóònù áàpù gbà àwọn áàpù yìí it's causing a lot of nonsense. This is pure nonsense. Àwọn tó jẹ́yàn gidi tó jẹ́ wàhálà gidi gan. Anyway, it's one of those things. Am I going with it or you know?
Miss Bisola abi.
Bisola Oyede Mutiyokuro.
Egboro.
Now.
Only kini kan Bisola Oyede tó wá sórí page Anjola. Ṣé rí pé èmi gan mo ríra mi fi gan. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ni bá àwọn ààrẹ mú gbogbo wọn yẹn. It's because this is about human rights. Because ẹ wo gbogbo dọ̀tí wọ́n ti rò pé àtijọ́ wà same level. Mo mọ̀ pé bí ògo ti ń jẹ́ tọ́lọ́run Mohbad àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé inú ilé tó kú sí mi ò tẹ́bẹ̀ àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n tẹ ẹ̀jẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ní gbogbo ìdọ̀tí àti rẹ́dẹ̀. I know certainly whoever wants to get justice, whoever wants to lead to get you justice must be willing to get stained. Àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé inú ilé yẹn kọ́ ló dákẹ́ sí tí wọ́n tẹ ẹ̀jẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò ní ra padà gbogbo ẹ̀gbin tí mò ń gbà kọjá yìí tó ní ra padà fún. What is all this nonsense? Anyway, Emma Gobo, I will now explain some certain things to you guys. And you see the bunch of criminals that these people are, and then you know certainly they are drowning and they are trying to cling on anything. Serious allegations are levied against you. Your secret chat was found. A direct snitching. You told King White what I shared with you on an operation that is about to happen. And I confronted you, you were lying. Openly, I called the police officer. Arifi, I don't have, none of you are my friends. The only advantage all of you are taking is, well, we have something to engage ourselves. We have an actor that has brought himself stoop low to be messing around. There is no way I can put a packaging and control to how I operate or I relate with people because time Timothy is too, number one, it's already almost the middle of your stuff. And I hardly know who and who. And if I really want to help, I need to calm down. So by one low, you think you've seen an advantage. Tí ayé ma fi parẹ́ kò lè jọra wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo bí tẹ́lẹ̀ pẹ́ tí ráyè wọlé sí mi lára tẹ́ ń ṣe gbogbo dọ̀tí. On a good day, tí n bá pe IG, mo lè pe IG yẹn lórí fóònù bí. Ohun tẹ́mi máa dánwò kò ṣerú yín ilẹ̀ máa yẹ èmi lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀wò. Ó di ẹ̀yìn gbé kan tó fi kara wọn. Mo fi Ọlọ́run bá búra kò ṣerú yín. Ẹ kò fẹ́ kí máa jáde kí máa ṣe bí ẹ pé má kọ́. Àwọn ẹ wo wèrè táwọn eléyìí dánwò. In my name, orúkọ tẹ́mi build tẹ́ ń ṣe wèrè bí orí burúkú. Tẹ́ ń ṣe orí burúkú ẹlẹ́yà táwọn ọmọ yìí máa padà ṣe. Àwọn tó láyé tó máa padà bí tẹ́ẹ̀rí padà jẹ́yàn mọ́. Ebi lẹ́ ń ṣe ogbó wèrè pẹ̀lú orúkọ ẹ̀. Eléyìí sọ fún mi, why do you pass through Kútọ́nù? Okay.
A warning to everybody that came into justice for Mohbad to come and lie and steal. Lying to the public and stealing money, swindling the public, all because of justice for Mohbad. And go touch all of you now. That's a warning. And the way it is, Interpol ma dasi. I wrote a petition today directing it to the AIG.
And it's your and it's your move string. Interpol matters. And you see some adults sit down and say, how do you know? How do you even think Interpol operates? Ọlọ́pàá station la sọ le move. Kò tó lè move yìí. That's it ani. Fún kíni? I'm sorry this will be the last time. I'm sorry if I offend any of you, but I'm trying to respond to this nonsense and gibberish. I need to do that because of only one person. And it normally, gbogbo pátápátá tó dárúkọ mi yẹn. But because they are trying to mess around with somebody's name, courtesy, head of head of SIA FBI Nigeria ó wá yorúkọ ó kíkọ́ yorúkọ èèyàn kan ní court sí èèyàn kan tí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni gbogbo yín ṣe wá I don't know it ọmọ wọn náà ọba tó bá jẹ́ ṣẹ́ni ṣáàdáríjì mi bí mo bá wọn dá sí àbí mi ò béèrè kí n tó lọ join àwọn tí mo join pẹ̀lú lórí TikTok. Sorry, má bẹ̀rẹ̀ jọ. Àárín fi pọ̀. Tẹ bá ń gbọ́ olórí C finish. Olórí C finish òun lélẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ warn mi, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ sin mi ní gbẹ́rẹ́ pàkọ́ lórí ẹni tó ń pè ní boy Samuel Amisai Sami Jojo àbí kankan yẹn. I will apologize for one thing because you will feel disappointed now. But nothing, gbogbo they have nothing on me. Kò sí kankan. No, Yomi ọ̀gọ́ náà wọ́n try pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ìbínú ló fi sọ̀rọ̀. I saw his post, he was angry, he insulted people back at television, and then he opted out. Ṣùgbọ́n ó jura wọn lọ. And like I said, the only reason why I choose to respond, even she would not want me to respond, is because of that woman's name. The one yorúkọ ẹ ṣe ti yorúkọ kíní kúrò àwọn wo lẹ ń tọ̀ pẹ̀lú gbogbo rubbish tẹ̀ ṣe àìsínlé ológbò ilé wa ń dilé lẹ́kùté ṣé wọ́n pẹ́ ṣe wèrè yẹn ìgbà tí wọ́n kọ́ lọ́njọ́ sí. They always take advantage of the fact that as a celebrity, as an actor, they believe that you can only flourish when people show you love. And naturally, it is always a disadvantage for you to be seen arguing with people. But because this is, advocacy, there will always be an opposite side. And most importantly, if you're not ready or you're not fashioned for this, you can't survive or be in it to this level. Hey, me repeat you. And
I sent a copy also to the IG office at Ovalende. I have the petition here, stamped.
So you can only flag it, but the flag in stamp copy. Come on.
Okay.
You want to show evidence.
Let me just show this.
Just briefly, sharp. I'm taking slack from when you started getting ready. The natural will come back to the full forensic. Wait.
Kí ni gbogbo ṣe ọmọ these people are con artists ẹ jọ kí ni gbogbo dáadáa ọmọ mi ò ní bú ẹ̀yin mo ní báwọn tó wá lo òyìnbó ṣùgbọ́n gbà tí àwọn ilé ìforí ọ̀ka ọmú one of the mistakes I made, and if I don't do it, one no need ìgbéraga tó bá gap àwọn yẹn Stay away, stay away. No, hello. Aniki ló ń ṣe. Gbogbo wọn tó kàn tẹnu bọlẹ̀ káàkiri lẹ́yìn. I know all of them. I know what the nonsense they are doing. Tell me, I know people have been set to come close to me. I don't know. No, most of my colleagues will not see all this nonsense. But where they do, they will only laugh like, Kila will if you quick. To know what the code change you will to feel it. Yet to collect out it. Anybody can write and put a stamp. Anybody can write to any place and they stamp it and say, okay, we received it. We have been like almost 3 weeks. I'm a boya phone forensic. Boya kò ṣe phone forensic. Ẹ má gbà pé bí wèrè láàrin ọmọdé ayé. Bó ṣe dàbí láàmú gbà yẹn nìyẹn. Tó náà ṣe léyà tó ṣe rọ́dọ̀rọ̀dọ̀. All because of competition and ìlara. But Jésù gan tó wá kú fún ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ọmọ aráyé tó dé stage kan ó ní I wish this cup can be taken away from me but àlàyé kan láti wò pé you have gone this far. Ìdọ̀tí ìpọ̀. So when you see the kind of things that I invest my energy and time, tí máa wá rúra àwọn ìdọ̀tí tó wá lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ báyìí máa wò báyìí pé ṣé torí mo wá ń jókòó ṣé mo nǹkan lówó ni this is disgusting and some people will believe all this nonsense.
So
kí ni topic okay Sanika briefly makatan o.
okay, now let me just read the topic.
When you send this to me, you screenshot it and not in court.
I can send it again. I will send it again.
Yes.
My camera, my routine. Now no see. Now no see me. Yes. 6B. Talon baby Ojodu beggar. Yes, that is my family house.
Okay, hold on. I don't want to read that one.
You can read it.
Wait. 11th June 2025. The Assistant Inspector General of Police, the Nigerian Police, FCID Annex, Alagbon Close, Ikoyi, Lagos. Dear sir, complaints against Officer Richard and Abayomi.
Cherry, that means they have not done anything since. Number one, they've been deceiving you all along. Number two, the Richard they want to complain about is a police officer at Zonal Command, Oneko. Make it make sense. Emma will tell about one deceive you. You now want to report the activity of a police officer in a department. You now left the AIG zone 2. I want to report from AIG. Ni under and ni annex. Hello, report from. Ejo, at the end of the day, would they pass through the AIG to your guy? And with the AIG zone 2, just drop his officer and say, go and meet the other AIG. He wants to investigate my officers. Show me log AIG zone 2. These people are just making a mess. The worst that will happen is, normally if they want to even write something serious, they will write to the AIG zone 2 your officer under you did something which is even reasonable. A policy alagbo, and the officer you want to even report works in zone 2. And then you would have taken your time to ask for full details, department afuni. Now, the point you should ask yourself is this. Your shirt was found to be very, very suspicious. And the other ones, Tejoso. And the ones you did against me, that you actually rat me to your King White. You went and you told the King White, and your King White went to complain when the police were invited and said the same thing to them. And I have to prove people like you that this is who you are. And then put up a call direct. Because I never even know you are the one that is even in the chat. We never knew you were going to come on live. And you came, I didn't even do anything. I called straight. That's to show the difference between me and all of you. Because I am as plain as anything. The King White and you all had the man. Nto de to ni ko wa wo un le se ro pa jo nja ogun koko na ogun temi ba face se ru eyin le dúró ni e jogo so social media na ko competition e wa roru iru yen oni doti yen to wa to mo se temperature to ro yen ni ma ba se oro nte mo pe nto awon eyan ni o da ye pe ke lo nbere dada sha ke to se wo re te ma se gbogbo nkan loko ma so pa nbe si anja fun. And you're deceiving yourself, you're right. Okay, well, I'm waiting. Right, you've written to your Alagbo. Good luck. But this set of people were telling that they are so sure that no phone forensic was done. And going further.
Look, man. Fabiyi for damaging the integrity of the Nigerian police force globally with regards to cops versus Ibrahim Damilare Kole.
Now she is now showing her true color. So the petition is actually to fight for King White. Yomi Fabiyi damage the reputation police. So they are the, unlike Nigerian police, they have done so much for Nigerian police. So they have an evidence that I have damaged the reputation of the police. You all add here, but this particular criminal here, oh no, lo competition here. Emma to go very soon. You see the old nonsense. You see, I'm going to change you. But Emma
0/12/2025.
Yeah.
The above subject matter reference, please. First one word at the last one word.
Okay.
Just read the first paragraph, please.
I will scan the first copy. I will scan it and I'll send it to you. Now, the subject matter refers, please. We citizens of Nigeria domiciled in diaspora collectively working together.
Domiciled in diaspora. Now, let's think about it. If you are domiciled in diaspora, you write a petition against me. And you are the complainant. Oh, Nigeria statement. And you want to do a case with somebody like me. It's quite unfortunate that they have so many people that they are trying to brainwash with this nonsense. But woman is me, Moruko woman supreme. Please, can somebody help me with a real name? The one who Sami Jojo Lokokini, only we Nigerians in diaspora. Sheni no Ibadan to why not in diaspora? Omo ojú mi rí o. Do ko se ko boya nǹkan ni ele ko really jẹ́ nǹkan o. Victoria kí ló ń jẹ́? Egbo we de egbo ko to so nbi. Mo ko pé kíni gbogbo rodo yìí. Ẹ má gbọ́ o.
0/12/2025.
Yeah.
The above subject matter reference, please. Gbogbo kini o ṣe dada mi ò rí first word àti last one word.
Okay,
Just read the first paragraph, please.
I will scan the first copy. I will scan it and I'll send it to you. Now, the subject matter refers, please. We citizens of Nigeria domiciled in diaspora collectively working together.
Shall we citizen in diaspora? E wo se be na lorúkọ mi se wa wọlé. Sami Jojo de lohun lo collect of address TS. Se diaspora ni wèrè yìí wà. Se Kútọ̀nù gan e lè pè ní diaspora. Ojú mi rí o. Mo ń retí ọlọ́pàá tó máa pè mí lórí. Anyway, má jẹ́ sí sọ̀rọ̀. How people over waste ìbínú mi.
To achieve justice for Mohbad, and we humbly make this formal complaint to your office as follows: that the change in reference was a complaint of threat to life against Yomi Fabiyi by. Okay,
I think Natural is ready. Natural, you may approach. As long as about your local woman, then what before you go, the name see Mr. Yomi.
Yes.
When you don't know
on the very investigation lórí orúkọ tí wọ́n lò kí lorúkọ yẹn náà jẹ́ kí n ká kí lorúkọ yẹn náà because I got the.
I know the name is included in the petition.
Yusuf Wasilati
Wasilat.
Okay, Wasilati Yusuf tó o bá wà níbí báyìí tó o bá ń gbọ́ orúkọ ẹ̀ wà ní petition Wasilati Olúwagbémisọ́lá.
Ẹgbẹ́ àwọn wèrè. First and foremost, mo kàn fẹ́ help wọn ni o kò ṣe pé wọ́n mi kì í n tẹ ẹ̀kọ́ tú wọn lẹ̀. They are confessing that they are part of a crime. So you sent money to Wasilat.
Please, if you are involved in this scam, please come forward so we can.
Now look at. This lady, Victoria Lekorukoyabi, Victoria Supreme Lady, you sent money to the Gbemisola Wasilat. You were part of the crime. You are complaining the crime you took part in. Owano Sami Jojo law, kolo suppose commit crime pẹ̀lú Yomi Fabiyi. But you would have do it so good by first and foremost presenting yourself. Ọlọ́pàá o, èmi mo rán asínwín àti ìwèrè tí ò níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ tí ò jẹ́ nǹkan kan náà ayé pé kó wá fẹjọ́ àwa sùn èmi àti Yomi Fabiyi o, we both committed crime by sending money to social accounts. Because at the end of the day, ẹjọ́ báwo ló yẹ fẹ́ ṣerú ẹjọ́ yìí tí wọn ò ní kọ́kọ́ wá ẹni tó send owó sí account àti ibi tówó ti jáde kó tó dọ́dọ̀ tèmi ẹ̀dẹ̀ bọ́ síbí yẹn ṣe lẹ́yà. I will tell you for free 101% times. Even if you're going to be paying money for mobilization for any iṣẹ́ tọ́lọ́pàá bá bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe, no police officer will give you his account to send to it. Ẹ lọ pé IG I will say it to his face that mobilization is legit. Tó bá yẹ citizen, tó bá ti lè dúró the time ọlọ́pàá, ó fẹ́ kọ́ lọ́bẹ̀ effect the arrest, kọ́ lọ ṣe nǹkan. It is just like ọlọ́pàá fẹ́ lọ arrest you. Only we are waiting for our patrol vehicle. Only no, let me carry you in my vehicle. Kí irú Supreme tó lóun Victoria tí pé mo bóyá ọlọ́pàá padà ṣeré fún. Kó wá bọ́ta. Kó ní, why would Yomi say he sent money and buy fuel in his vehicle to take police for operation? Even it is a criminal offense on your part. If you own your own property, kò ní mọ́tò ẹ lọ́wọ́, tí ọlọ́pàá bá wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́, tí wọ́n bá ń pursue olè, if they demand to use your vehicle and you deny them, you have committed a serious crime. You can be charged for it. These people, they thought maybe when I put that I'm a human rights ambassador, a human rights consultant, I worked at the Lagos State House of Assembly where they make law. I have a human rights organization. But you're so you, before they even get to me, ìwọ tó sọ pé wọ́n lọ send owó sí account kan yẹn, wàá ṣáà sọ reason tó fi send owó yẹn, kò ṣe pé wọ́n yọ owó yẹn ó jí nínú account yẹn. You sent it for a purpose, and you know why you sent it, and you know it is a crime. Then you must present yourself first. And some sick people will still listen to people like this, and they will make a few more. Eko wo pe kéèyàn build orúkọ. Kò ṣe pa ayé ṣe mí o. No, ayé ò ṣe mí o. Mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́ máa rí pé when you are calling on people to say come and support us, why are you not giving your voice? Tẹ́ bá rí tí àwọn celebrity bá ignore, tí wọ́n dá yín lóhùn. It's not because they don't feel your pain. It's because number one, ẹlòmíì ò ní basic knowledge nípa struggle yẹn. Ẹlòmíì ò ní connection tó lè fi jaru struggle yẹn. Ẹlòmíì ò lè stand the cyberbullying, cyberstalking. Ìkẹrin, ẹlòmíì ò lè stand advantage táwọn kan máa rí pé àti rí celebrity o tó ti gọ̀jẹ̀ tó ti wá bá wa dá sí, ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣọwọ́ lára ẹ̀. Because the beautiful thing is, if you have built your name, maintain your steez, tó bá lọ ní gbéraga fikún. Jẹ́ kó sọ pé àbọ̀ yẹn ṣakọ jù, ṣakọ. Kọ́ mẹ́sẹ̀gì ẹ̀ má kà á, tó bá rí gan ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kó rí. Tó bá pè é lẹ́ẹ̀kan, jẹ́ kó ní ìgbì bẹ́ẹ̀ mẹ́rin kó tó gbé. That is what people think celebrity is all about. But when you want to really give your time for a struggle that involves the public and you value the public, oh, ní ló gbó yẹn mọ́. Torí tá bá padà kú náà, kò sẹ́ni tó máa sí pẹ̀lú celebrity ẹ̀, wọ́n máa sí ẹ bí normal person. Mo follow bàbúrà mi ìfẹ́ mo bí ṣe fẹ́ tó lé ayé, ó lè sọ ẹni tó máa yọ ẹ́ jáde pé bàbá ẹ ní owó sọ pé this is the person tó gbọ́dọ̀ yọ ẹ́ jáde ní ìyá ẹ̀. Kò wá lọ lówó Dangote sọ pé this is the people that must put me in the floor. Tí bá kú. Ẹni tó kọ orúkọ ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ pé òun ni kó gbé ẹ wọnú ilẹ̀ tó bá kú, tí Ọlọ́run bá fi kú pa kó tó di pé wọ́n kú kọ́. So kí wá ní gbogbo làlà kókó fẹ́fẹ́, gbogbo nǹkan kọ́ lówó. I don't care how much you have. Kọ orúkọ yẹn lẹ̀ pé lágbájá báyìí mo fẹ́ kú jẹ́ pé òun ló máa sinmi tó máa gbé mi wọnú ilẹ̀. That my last journey. Kọ orúkọ onítọ̀ ọ̀lẹ́ Ọlọ́run àti pé ṣo ti ṣe tán. Ẹni yẹn ò ní padà mi ní yóò dọ̀la. Nítorí pé o fẹ́ see that the entire movie industry, music industry, kò ṣe pé wọn gbọ́ pé ń béèrè fún justice. Ṣé bí wọn gbọ́ ni, ṣé kí n gbọ́ orin wọn ni? Even that they know that you are seeking justice for their colleague. Àtàwọn tó ṣe collabo pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, they choose to ignore you and you keep listening to their music because wọ́n ti fi wọn àwọn síbi tó yẹ kọ́ wà pé àwọn ilé ìkẹ́. They are looking for advantage. Ẹ wo èèyàn kan tó jókòó sámẹ́, ẹ kọ àzúgbàjọ wà Nàìjíríà. Èmi tí mo pe ọlọ́pàá live, ẹ ti gbàgbé pé mo ti pe deputy commissioner of police rí, tí Karimo yẹn tí mo tún play voice yẹn, àá tún play ẹ̀kẹ́ gbọ́n bì, tí Karimo yẹn pẹ̀lú Arifa kò sí ohun tí wọ́n sọ tán. Màmá Àbáyọ̀mí yẹn ṣe case, kí ni mo ti gbọ́ tán? Ṣé Arifa yẹn kọ́lé mi náà tún wá padà lọ, èmi kọ́ mo tún dó fún bẹ́ẹ̀lì?
Welcome back. Now, what Yomi Fabiyi is handling or what Yomi Fabiyi is dealing with can be likened to a case of betrayal. That's what he feels, that he has been betrayed. He feels that he let himself to kind of drift into seeking for justice and kind of like the feel that feel of it, like, oh, these people are looking at me less than a human or less than a star, and they think I'm just anybody, anyone can climb on and march upon, like I'm nothing, like I'm not that I am. And he said he had to bring himself to that point, being someone who is luminous. He feels that he has established himself enough, like he has created a niche for himself. Is a face, and people will need his service. He may be a politician or whoever, because he has already done the work to make himself who he is. And now bringing himself on social media seeking for justice for Mohbad somehow seems to be a kind of to him it's a huge sacrifice. That's the point. To him, this is a huge sacrifice, something that he is not going to take lightly. He is not going to allow certain persons, people, to kind of look down upon him and say certain things to him in a way like, oh, you, Yomi Fabiyi, how dare you? Now, the talk is that Yomi Fabiyi is going to be petitioned, and certain people are gathered together, they've gathered themselves together and say, let's petition Yomi Fabiyi, how dare Yomi Fabiyi, who is Yomi Fabiyi, why would Yomi Fabiyi do this and that? We have to petition him, we have to show him, we have to make him know, we have to deal with Yomi Fabiyi, we have to do all of that. So Yomi Fabiyi is not taking this lightly. To him, it's like, what the hell, what is wrong? Or what is wrong with these people? Who do you think I am? Do you think I'm someone you guys can just deceive the public and think that you can do this and that? Moreover, what am I seeking for? I'm seeking for justice for Mohbad, and you guys are running around trying to in fact, they are even threatening Yomi Fabiyi. They said Interpol is going to get on his matter, and that is going to be dealt with accordingly. If he thinks being in the UK he can then continue. They said Yomi Fabiyi is defrauding members of the public, and therefore FBI, CIA, whatever, Interpol, they need to come on Yomi Fabiyi's matter and deal with Yomi Fabiyi and just do all of that to Yomi Fabiyi. And he is kind of like, let them bring it on. But I could see that pain in his eyes. I don't know why he's feeling pain, though. I can't really say why he is feeling that emotional about it, like feeling so angry about, okay, let's say he's feeling angry, but you don't expect that people who do not like you not to fight you. They will definitely want to fight you in whatever way, even if they are fighting you with the wrong weapon. From the look of things, you are petitioning someone. Are they now going to invite Yomi Fabiyi to come to Nigeria, and then, or maybe Yomi Fabiyi is feeling like, oh, if they petition, because now the petition is kind of sounding as if Yomi Fabiyi is disrespecting the police, and that's basically the thing. And I don't think Yomi Fabiyi wants to disrespect the police per se, but he said it, I'm still going to insult the police if they didn't do the right thing. We have the right as citizens to criticize the government, criticize the police agency or whatever. We have the right to criticize them. We cannot just sit down and then say because someone has taken up is a police officer, and then they can do and undo. If there are things that are wanting in their mode of operation or whatever it is that they do that is not right by us, we have the right as citizens to call them out. That's the point. We have the right as citizens to call them out, to ask them to do the needful. Basically, that's what Yomi Fabiyi is saying. But there are some ignorant people whose job is to find. And the funniest thing is that they will start asking for money so that they can go and write a petition. They will start asking people to donate money, and you will see people who do their gang fighting thing, like, okay, you know what, that Yomi Fabiyi is too much. Let us use this opportunity to petition, as if the petition is going to stop justice for Mohbad. It's not going to stop justice for Mohbad in any way. It's not going to make justice for Mohbad come to an end. So why waste all the money, effort, and what have you in writing petition that will not even make any sense? Like, let's petition him. I don't get it. But most of these people are not really into justice, though. They are not really into justice. They are not justice seekers. Some of them are Wunmi supporters. Some of them, their job is to, whenever they see that something profitable, something progressive is coming on justice for Mohbad, they will quickly, that's when you see them trying to donate this and that. It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. So Yomi Fabiyi is angry, sort of, and I think the reason why he's kind of able to speak the way he's speaking now is because although he has never been someone who is timid, he has always, but he said, once I get my son out of the way, then let's bring it on. Like, I'm not afraid. Let's fight it to finish. It is what it is. When you are trying to get justice or you're fighting against opposition, you don't want to be dumb. You don't want to believe that your opposition will not fight you. Your opposition will fight you. In fact, they will fight you to finish. They will also look for weapons, arsenal, whatever it is that they have to fight you. So Yomi Fabiyi should not begin to feel uncomfortable. You shouldn't begin to be emotional and think that they will not come after him. They will come after you. They will fight you. They will strike you. They will punch you. They will whip you. They will do all sorts and manner of things to you just to make you know that they are not happy with what you're doing, to make you know that you are blocking them from achieving that they also seek for. They also want commotion. They want chaos. They want a lot of things, and now you are standing against them. You don't want them to get what they want. You are trying to be progressive. They don't want that. So they will hammer you, hit you, kick you. They will say you are a criminal. They will say you are not in for what they are in for. They will say you are just there is a lot that will come out of their mouth. Obviously, a lot will come out of their mouth against you. A lot will come out of their mouth against you. They will make you feel like you're not really doing. You might want to ask yourself. It will get to a point you'll be asking yourself, like, wait, am I on the right path? Like, how come these people? But you cannot make people. You cannot force your enemy. You can't make your enemy see reason, or you can't make negative people or people who are against what you are for. It's not. Determined people who are against what you are for. You cannot force them. You cannot make them. You can't make them see reasons. You can't make them see reason. You can't make them think along your pathway. You can't make them embrace you. They won't, because what they are for is different from what you are for. So that's the thing, and I believe strongly that Yomi Fabiyi knows this. Of course, it would be stupid of him not to know that this is basically what it is. They will be against you. They will be that's just basically what it is. They will fight you to finish. They will use all arsenal and weapon at their disposal to make sure that you are busy fighting or struggling or trying to survive. That's basically what it is. Anyway, I don't know what your thoughts are, because Yomi Fabiyi too does not appear to be someone that will back down easily. He's not going to back down. I guess I believe strongly that he will want to continue to press. He will continue to push. He won't want to say, it will be like, never, never, I'm not going back. I'm going to press. I'm going to push. I'm going to persevere. Like, I'm going to continue until I get what I want to get. That's basically what I think he's going to do too. But none of these things come easy. They come with a price. I don't know what your thoughts are. I don't know what you think. You've heard what he has to say. He has played the audio recording, and these are people, according to him, who have put themselves together. Let's petition Yomi Fabiyi. Let's do this to Yomi Fabiyi. Let's make Yomi Fabiyi pay. Let's make him suffer. Let's show him what we are made of. Let us make him know that we have power too, and we can do and undo. Let us show him Pepe. Well, it is what it is. such is the life of a freedom fighter or activist or someone who is trying to turn the tide around, someone who is trying to make things work, someone who is trying to put things in the right perspective. You will definitely have opposition. You will have people that will fight against you, people that will go against you, people that will make sure that you are dealt with.